evening because it is the evening where I reside. It is about 9:01. How are you guys doing today? Doing real good, and I'm back. Actually, I'm back. Today we're gonna be talking about well, I guess you can see from the title of this video, but today we're gonna be talking about 5 steps/tips to start your own business. Um, at a young age. It's gonna be more so pinpointed at Depop though, because that's what I did. But it can these tips and steps can also go towards um any other kind of business because it all ties into the same thing. If you want to have your own business, if you want to be your own boss and call your own shots, then you'll need to follow these steps. Um, Before we begin, let me explain what Depop is, because there's some people here that doesn't know what Depop is, and they're here because they've seen, steps to start their own business, and it says Depop. So, and sorry that I keep looking past the camera, but I'm looking at me in the mirror. But anyway, yeah, it's people here that don't know what Depop is, and they may want to get into it because at a time in my life I didn't know what Depop is, and yeah. But anyways, Depop is pretty much, it's like Instagram, but you sell clothing. So you're selling you can sell vintage clothing or just clothing that you like in general, or you can sell your own clothes. Some people use it just to clear their closet out. Oh, I don't want this in my closet anymore because I'm tired of it, so I want to get rid of it. And some people do it as an actual job and make good amounts of money off of it. I know people who make over $1,000 a month just from Depop, and if they have an actual 9 to 5 too, that's just extra money. Me personally, I do it as my own personal business. I do it to eventually one day I could do it and not have to work a 9 to 5. So as of right now, I do Depop and a 9 to 5. Yeah, but I'm a beginner, I guess you could say, to Depop. So I know a lot of people are wondering, like, well, if you're a beginner, how are you gonna tell other people how to become a business owner on Depop? But I want to talk about it because I want to talk about it for the beginners that want to get into it and want to get their feet wet into the business, because it's not as easy as people make it seem. It requires a lot of patience, it requires a lot of money, and it requires a lot of independence. If you don't have a sense of independence, then having your own business is not for you. So you have to have the state of mind. You have to have the state of mind to where you have your own back. And if anything, you can't be dependent on other people if you want your own business. Because the whole point of having your own business is to call your own shots. So how are you going to call your own shots when you're so focused on what, if you're asking for handouts and if you're, so yeah, that's what Depop is. And, for those people who don't know what it is, it's pretty much just Instagram, but you sell clothing on it. Or you could sell accessories, you could sell phones, you could sell whatever you want, but it's more so pinpointed at the millennials who are into vintage fashion. So, yeah. Obviously, there's 5 steps, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into step 1. Step 1 is do your research. How will you start any business with no research on how others did it? You need to educate yourself on the basics. Doing your research is very important. I first wanted to start my own reselling business in the summer of 2017, and I just started it, just put it out there and started actually working on it. Well, I've been working on it, but I actually started selling stuff just this January of 2018. I'm sorry, excuse me. But from the summer until I actually launched Kente's Closet, which is the name of my Depop, go follow, self-promo. I did a lot of research. I did a lot of YouTube binge watching. I did a lot of research online. I even researched things that didn't have anything to do with Depop, because in the beginning, I wasn't going to resell off Depop. I was going to do it off of Instagram or something. But like I said, research is important, because me researching helped me find Depop. And yeah, it was the greatest thing I could have ever did was do my research, because doing my research got me to where I am now. So research is very important, very important, very important. You can't go into any business or do anything unless you're lucky without research. It's a lot of people who got to where they are now, which is success, by doing research. And it's also some people that got to success without doing research. But research is the best way to go because you're already educated on everything. You can kind of feed off of other people's, ideas. Like, I got the idea from Depop and, from one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Threads Obsessed. A lot of people may know her, but I got the idea from Threads Obsessed, from the whole Depop and the whole, she posts videos on there about how she does her setup, all of that. So yeah, that's step number 1, do your research. Duh. Step number 2 is have a consistent source of money. Preferably a job, because how are you going to do anything without money? It's best not to ask parents for money and to just have your own, because you won't have to be dependent upon others. Starting your own business, it's not cheap. So, if you want to start your own business and you have no job, I hope you have supportive parents or some way to have a source of income, because how will you get anything for your business? How will you do any investing, which we'll talk about later? How will you do anything without a consistent source of money, especially you Depop users? If you're doing Depop as a job or whatever, you need to have a consistent source of money, because you have to buy things to sell them. How are you going to buy anything if you have no job? Not to sound harsh or anything, but you have to have you don't even have to have a job. You just have to have a consistent source of money. Maybe parents give them money to start them out or whatever. Me personally, I didn't have that choice. My mom and my dad pretty much, they're independent. So I fed off of their independence, and I just got out there and did it myself. So yeah, I got a job, and like I said, I wanted to start this since the summer, and I've just finally started it in January of 2018. That's how long it took me to finally get my funds up there, and it took a lot of the bank account was a little, it was weeks I went, but it's okay, because I knew in the end it all paid off. Like, I had to get my ring light, which was not cheap, but I knew in the end it was going to be a big investment, and it's helped me a lot as far as my Depop, and will now help me with my YouTube. Now I have good lighting, so, and to do your YouTube, you have to have good lighting. But yeah, anyways, you have to have a consistent source of money. That is step number 2. Duh. Moving on to, I got everything written on my little paper, because I was ready for you guys. Step number 3 is, with the whole tying into consistency. Consistency is key. You have to be consistent. You cannot have a successful business if you aren't ready to put the work in. Network, research, promote yourself, and never give up on it. That is the biggest thing to having your own business. You will not wake up and have a successful business. You have to wait. You have to be patient. You have to pray or do whatever you do. It's not going to come tomorrow. It's very rare that you see people who have businesses and it just blows up. You have to promote. You have to network. You have to network. You have to network. You have to research, and you have to never give up. Because if you give up, it will never... I could have been gave up. When my bank account was getting real short, and I was real short on money, and I was thinking, how am I going to do this? I got $5 in my bank account right now. How am I gonna get this ring light? I'm gonna have to save. And I personally get paid every 2 weeks, so it was even worse for me. If 1 week my paycheck wasn't as big as it's been, I have to live off that paycheck. So I was literally having to strain for money. It was times I still had to ask my parents for money, because I was spending all my money as far as getting ready for my YouTube and my Depop. Because that's what I'm striving hard for in 2018, is my YouTube and my Depop. So yeah, it took a lot of, getting into my mental state. Like, I had to get into the right mental state to get ready for all of this. And that was just by me being consistent. It's not something I just woke up and was like, oh, I want to be a retailer, so yeah, da 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 da. And then 2 weeks later, I just forgot about it. Like, I've always talked about it. you know, and it's just something I always wanted to do. So it's something I never gave up on. I networked, I researched, I've been promoting myself, you know, and yeah, I got to where I am now. So it's just all about never giving up on yourself. Yeah, what I was saying before the camera cut off is I was on step number 4, and I was saying invest in yourself. And I was saying, how do you expect to get equipment and stuff for your business if you don't put money into yourself and your business? How will it flourish? Have you ever heard of the saying, you gotta spend money to get money? So pretty much what I was saying was, I've spent a lot of money for my Depop, and that'll be for anybody who wants to start a Depop, or anybody who wants to start a YouTube, or anybody who wants to do anything involving business. If you want to sell hair, you have to spend money to get the hair from your hair vendor, so you can sell that hair. They're not just gonna give it to you for free, unless you're just lucky like that and you know somebody. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to spend money to get money. You have to spend money on your craft to flourish in that craft. So yeah, you have to spend money to get money, especially on Depop. That's the number one thing. You have to spend money to get money, because, like I said, if it's something you want to do as a job and not just you're just getting stuff out of your closet, you have to go thrifting to find goods, or you have to go to certain stores to find goods, and you have to pay for those things. So you have to spend money. And with Depop, it's like when you spend your money, you want to profit off of what you spent. So if you bought something at the thrift store for $5, you want to list it at like 15, 20, so you can profit off of that about, you know, 20, 10, $20 off of that. With YouTube, if you want to get more views on YouTube, and if you want to you know, just flourish on YouTube, you have to buy equipment. Nobody's going to want to click on your video if you don't have a good thumbnail, if you don't have good lighting, if you don't have good quality. That's just, you know, common sense. Like, I'm not going to want to watch anybody's video if it's bad quality. That's why I took a big break from YouTube, because I wanted to make sure I got stuff to improve on my quality. I can't improve on YouTube if I don't improve my quality. So you have to, you know, invest in yourself. Investing in yourself is probably the most important thing as far as having your own business. If you don't invest in yourself, you will not have a business. Simple as that. Or have somebody to invest in you. Regardless, you have to have some type of investor. Whether it's you, your mother, your father, or cousin, auntie, whoever situation, whatever situation, somebody has to be invested in you. Okay, step number 5 is sell it. How can you have a brand and you're not making it aesthetically pleasing? Get good packaging, send thank you cards, and, you know, all of that good stuff. Like, for my YouTube, I created this aesthetic with plants and stuff. You know, it's aesthetically pleasing to me. It's me selling what my aesthetic is, which is, you know, very earthy, very, you know, planty. I don't know, you know. But even with Depop, like, you have to sell it. Like, if you're just sending packages and the clothes are wrinkled because you didn't even at least try to iron the clothes before you sent them off, then that buyer's gonna be mad, because they're like, whoa, you didn't put any effort into my package. Or, you know, it's little things like getting colorful packaging or sending thank you cards. Or just sell your business. Make it look like you put effort into it. Because, sorry, excuse me. If you don't put effort into your business, then nobody's going to want to buy it. Like, if I buy something for somebody, I'm expecting quality. Especially if I spend a little bit more money on that product, I'm expecting my money's worth. Like, if I'm not getting my money's worth, then I won't be buying from you again. Like, with me, I put like little cute little cards, like, you know, thank you, I hope you do business again. You know, I put Kensing's closet, da 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 da. I will be buying some actually I'll be buying some you know, little cards or whatever to put in my Depop thing. But anyway, you know, you just gotta sell your business. If you don't sell your business, then who will? Spend a little bit more money on your aesthetic. Find your aesthetic. It doesn't have to be plants. It doesn't have to be red. It doesn't have to be a specific color. You could be grungy. You could be more pastel-y. You can be more childish. You could be more mature, more sophisticated. Just find your set look and carry that out. Like, if you don't carry out your aesthetic, if you're just all over the place, people are not gonna know what to expect of you. People should be able to see a certain thing and be like, yeah, that's Lamar Kente. I can tell that's him because that's his aesthetic, and just sell your product or sell whatever you're doing. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. I mean, I feel like I rambled on enough, and that's all I could so far tell you guys as far as steps and tips to start your own business, especially at a young age, because I'm still in the beginning stages, so I can only tell you how I got here, not what I did after I got here, because, but if you guys want that in a separate video, let me know, and I'll do a part 2 of, like, in a few months when I, got more into the hang of things, because like I said, I'm just now a beginner. I've only sold a few things, so I can only tell you guys how to get to this point, not what to do now, because I don't even know what to do. Like I said, research, which is what I'm still doing currently, even though I'm doing Depop and I'm doing all of this, I still research. I still lay in my bed, get me something to eat, and I still research daily. That's something I do every day when I have downtime, or I just make downtime to research, because that's what you have to do if you want to be successful. You have to educate yourself. That's the word, educate yourself, research, whatever. You have to do that to flourish. That's my favorite word in this video. Flourish. We're flourishing. We're 2018. We're doing something new. We're letting out bad vibes and bad energy. We're coming in with the new and out with the old. We're leaving all that extra stuff in 2017, and we're gonna be millionaires by the end of this year. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. I am Lamar Kente, as you all know. Please follow me on my Instagram at Lamar Kente, on my Depop at Kente's Closet. Yeah, and let me know in the comments what other videos you guys want me to do. I have a video in mind, but yeah, but also let me know if you like this video, if you want me to do more sit down videos with you guys, because I'm about to start getting back into this being a fashion channel, so I'll be doing all types of fashion segments and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do trips to thrifts and stuff like that, and show you guys how I do and package my depopping and stuff. Just let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if you like this video, and I'll do more like it. Yeah, like I said, on my social medias, Lamar Kente. Depop is Kente's Closet. Please follow my Depop. Actually, I'll be selling this. So promo on my Depop. Tommy Sport. Go get this. Go get this. I'll be selling it at a good price. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Lamar Kente, and I'm signing